Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft. So we are back at our base and we have finally done some automation, and I'm going to say it's almost useless at this point. I thought it would be kind of cool at first, and then I realized there was better ways and easier ways to do this. So I'm just saying it's kind of a waste on my part, but I'll show you what I've done and created. So my old pickaxe I did not use, mainly because I was just a little lazy at the time. It would work just fine on here though. If I type in the word pickaxe, here is the paper one I had made. It's Unbreakable. It doesn't have any level ups. It only had 4 level ups. This is an okay way of doing it. And you can see it'll take some time, but it will break through it, and there it's leveling. But I decided to change things around. Now, this is a riskier way, because if you look at the stats on here, it's just Unbreakable, and that's it. There's nothing wrong. And writable. What I did, though, was instead I made, at first, magical wood one. So you take a crafting table, or sorry, not crafting table. You take a bookshelf and 1 gold ingot. And I think I might have some more bookshelves. Actually, I've used them all up. But anyways, and you put them in here, and it uses 4 levels, and it makes, that's why my levels are down quite a bit. And it makes 4, it might have some in here still, no. It makes 1 magical wood. So here's magical wood. I can show you the recipe. There you go. So any bookshelf, yeah, gold ingot in a normal crafting table will take 4 levels, and it'll create you magical wood. And basically, I made a full pick out of magical wood, because with magical wood, when you have a full pick made out of it, it gives you 6 modifiers instead of 5 modifiers. So I gave it a cobalt head, which oh, and the unbreaking, of course, which I probably shouldn't have done even the cobalt head, but then what I ended up adding was the excavation, the 25 of the, the ore excavator mod on here. So this one here, and basically I went underground and I went on cobblestone, and boom, and I think in like 2 or 3 hits at most, I had it leveled up to the next level. And then you could put a cobalt head on it, which gives it a mining speed of 12, or you can put the ore excavation, whatever way you do it, and then you kind of keep going and going and going. But I did create this, and then I decided to leave this overnight just to see how it works. You can see it works really well. So this is our new pick, and you can see it rapidly mines, and I guess technically it could go faster. I don't know if it really would, but this pick already has 22.02 mining speed, more than enough fast. I have Fortune 3 on there, then has momentum, so apparently it kind of keeps going faster and faster. That's just a cobalt thing. It's got the unbreaking, the haster, of course, is the speed, the excavator, of course, is when you hit your tilde key and you do a huge chunk, and then it has luck 3, which is, of course, Fortune 3. And yeah, this puppy is great. Now it's made out of stone tool rod and stone binding. Why is it made out of that? Why didn't I just keep the magical wood on there? There's a massive reason for that. Basically, there is a magic break chance. I think it's like something like magic. Well, here, we'll look it up. Magic wood. It has a really nasty buff called magically brittle, and with the magically brittle modifier, it actually has a chance to just randomly break. And I'm not joking. Like, I mean, it could just one day, boom, and that's it. You've lost everything. So it has a really nasty impact if that were to happen. Has a random chance of breaking when it takes damage. Can break unbreakable tools. There you go. So this way was a bit more risky. Honestly, in the end, this paper method here would probably have been a better idea if I was a little less lazy. But I wanted to do something more proactive. Like I said, look, this is going to hit the max anyways, just being here for this episode probably. Max, I mean, for 1 level, and then, add your stuff. But you can see this tool has 50,000 out of 128,000, because I did put it in here last night and then just left it for a while. Yeah, so it's a perfect tool. It's a working tool. It does what I need. It's unbreakable, and it's exactly what we wanted, right? So what do I have here? Well, I have a vacuum hopper. Let's look up the vacuum hopper. I think we'll take you through what each thing does in their recipes, just because that's important, right? So the vacuum hopper is simply an eye of ender, obsidian, and a hopper. Now, when you put this down, I thought it was working at first. It can collect the XP apparently too. But when you first set it up, basically you have to right click to drag this, and there's a bottom to it. So you add the bottom, because when you first do this, the bottom's not there and it won't go in there. So I was kind of a little confused on that, but you just drag it and put the bottom on. And the vacuum hopper will basically take anything. Like if we go ahead and, take this and just drop it on the ground, it will suck them in, and that's how it works. The next thing here is the placer, basically, from Actual Additions. It was very cheap. Apparently, it's a very fast placer. It's called an auto placer. And I did have to play around a wee bit with Actual Additions. We already had the Atomic Constructor, Deconstructor, whatever it was called. What was that? Atomic Reconstructor. And that was where we just hit the button and it does View. And basically, I think I might have had enough Palis from loot that we got, but that's just lapis that creates these guys. Very simple. And then there was something I didn't have enough of, as the Redstonia crystals. Basically, same idea, except redstone creating these. And then I just threw them in front again, and then just beamed them and got them. And so after that, when you build this, which is a very cheap recipe if you think about it, besides needing to do that, I placed 3 of them, which is beyond overpowered. If you guys are playing on a server and doing this, you're probably going to be dicks with the server. This is probably very, very taxing on a server, and 1 is probably too much, to be honest, and I have 3 of them. The next thing is I have a placer here, a mechanical user, from Extra Utilities. Now, without the upgrades, you don't need anything fancy. You can see it goes a lot slower, though. See how slower it is in between? Yeah, way, way slower. So I have these upgrades, max of them 2 right now. And basically, this allows me to mine a little quicker. Just the interactions in between. And then, of course, I have redstone off. It's use item on block, left click, upper left slot, because it can go random, so you can go through a whole bunch of stuff. And basically, in the end, this does everything. Now, these upgrades, this is where things get difficult. So this upgrade is very simple, where it takes a gold ingot, a redstone block, and an upgrade base. The upgrade base is made from a weighted pressure plate in a resonator. That's where things get a little different. The resonator I had crafted and threw away here, resonator, is this block here. And the resonator is a simple recipe to make. It requires resonating redstone crystals, which we found naturally in the world, but I crafted some too for fun. I think you can find them in redstone ore over time, but anyways, you can make ender shards. So basically, you make this glass cutter out of ingots, a stick, and then you use it on ender pearl and you get 8 shards, and there you go. So you can make 8 of these just from 1 ender pearl. Very simple recipe. And then coal block, redstone, and iron, you got your resonator, and you place this down. Now the resonator at first requires power to run. So what you need to do is go extra... what is the power called again? Grid power. Okay, we could just go grid. There you go. Maybe we should say... Oh, it's GP, that's why. There we go. So what I ended up making was a manual miller. So and basically when you place this on the ground, you can perform your actions before you have any kind of grid power. So you can see now my grid power is 47. Right now it's actually 32 because I have something that powers it. So this basically generates 5 grid power, and you would basically throw your weighted pressure plate, the gold pressure plate, in there to create those things and let it do its thing. As well as then you would want to automate the power, right? Something simpler. So what you would want to do is make a windmill, or sorry, not windmill. I do a water mill, and it uses stone burnt. So you need polished stone, which is any stone brick basically. It could be even regular stone, honestly, I'm not sure. But anyways, any stone brick, I'll say, creates 4 of them creates a polished stone. And then you throw them in the resonator, and they'll create stone burnt. And then eventually you make your water mills. This is the recipe here. These redstone gears is the same thing on top of the manual mill. And this uses polished stone, but nothing that you have to process. So long story short, then you go outside and you place your water mills, which mine are sitting right here. And I do them this way. There's probably better ways of doing it, but basically how it works is there's a water source block here, a water source block here, just 2 of them, and that there, and it seems to generate 16. Same thing here, except I just put opposite corners for fun. 1 here, 1 there, and it produces 16, so a total of 32 grid power. Now, the power usage for this mechanical user is very little because the mechanical user's base power is very little. If you were to throw 4 upgrades into the resonator, well, you would be not able to keep up because it would require way too much power. I'll show you the difference. So you put this in here, and oh, actually, you know what? The power drain is the same. I wonder why. It must. Oh, it's probably because it's not processing anything yet. So that's probably why. Watch this. I don't know if I can make more. Oh, I can. There you go. So there you go. This requires 8 grid power, I guess, when you look at it. And then if you put the upgrades in it, there you go. It requires 40 grid power. So I can't even do that because it's slightly off. So if you place this on here, this will be a good opportunity showing you that this will get to work. And you can see the grid power on the bottom. It's just spewing through, and there you go. Once it's not moving, you know something has stopped. And there you go. Your 4 stone burnt ones used for other recipes later on. And yeah, so that's the upgrade speed. So I guess like if it uses a certain amount of power to craft something, that's where it gets a little taxing. But we just throw them in there, and there you go. Just like that. And yeah, so I thought I'd show you what I did. I went a little further than I expected to play around with it, but in the end it worked out, so I'm happy. Our power setup here is doing just wonderful. We got a full tank of lava now, which is quite a bit. An ender tank. I have been considering it, and maybe I will do it. Setting up a second drum, mostly just so it's a backup drum. Like I have it sitting, waiting for the day I need it in a sense, because hey, you know, I ran out of power. Here's my oh crap emergency power, and then that's it. Like, you know, till I go and move it or whatever. I thought it might be just a fun thing to do, so maybe I'll do that, and we can just swap this around. So you can just break this like anything else, and there you go. So this has, my friends, 4,096 buckets of lava. That's a lot of lava. And you can actually put the upgrades in here, by the way. I've never tried that before. I'm not going to bother, but I guess you can put upgrades in here. So I guess it speeds through it, maybe processes a bit. I don't know if it uses more efficiency or anything, or if it just basically makes it so instead of 40 ticks, makes it 80 ticks, things like that. But it does exist. So here is my reinforced drum. I'm going to set this here just for, I don't know. I want to just set it up so I can view it in a sense. But there you go. So we know it exists and it's there when we need it. Excellent. So yeah. So I'm really happy about that. I think it's time for a magnet. I did play around with these. There is a magnet mod on here, multiple magnet mods. This one seems to be maybe the most easy one. So basically iron and leadstone. There's your flux magnet, and then you upgrade that with copper ingots and invar, and of course you throw this in here. My personal little generator is probably charging this up right now, by the way. There you go. You got your invar one, and then you got your flux, your reinforced one, and then after that, Senalium. You're probably not going to do anything with that, but then you could throw it in here if you like, and I think you have to turn it on with a V key, so you empower it in a sense. Hit V, and there you go. But if you get too close, it will be more powerful than the hoppers there, so keep that in mind. But you can turn it on and off, and it also goes in a bubble slot, so perfect for mining. Especially with like my badass pick, which yeah, I guess I've gone through all the materials, so I probably have a decent amount of ingots in here. There you go. Diamonds. Oh yeah, look at that, 200 diamonds now. So I'm feeling comfortable that we've, you know, gotten a decent amount of resources over time, and you know, I don't have to worry about running out now. And yeah, so I guess now it's like, you know, kind of the opportunity to do anything is there now. It's like, what do you want to do now? You know, it's just like, it's in a good place now. So Let's see here. I've been making, sometimes I write down some thoughts of like, hey, what we can do in the future. So I'm literally looking that up. I do want to look into nuclear craft over time. I do want to say that I think nuclear craft would be a very fun mod to play with. But I don't think it's quite ready yet. There is a portal gun on this as well. Portal gun is probably going to be a little harder. It requires nether stars. You know, we haven't even killed or gotten what we need for the wither skeletons yet. It's something I need. You know, it's kind of sad if you think about it. It's like, wait, you haven't killed those guys yet? It might be something I should look into. I got another modifier. I wonder if you can get beheading, actually. Beheading? There's a beheading modifier. I don't remember what it was. But it might be useful for that little weapon. Now, that weapon might be useful to shoot on entities as well. Because it does level up, and it can level up mining. So does that mean... Ooh, I never thought of that. Does that mean I can level it up through mining? I guess you could. So it was like this. Oh, it smelts everything, though. That's the only downside. I just realized. So that could be a slight problem only because it smelts it, but I don't know if it took energy just because our generators are in our inventory, but makes me wonder if would be a good way to level something like this up. You can make an infinite one as well, use it with like magical wood or something at first and just go crazy. Actually, no, I don't think you can make it with magical wood. You have to do it with stone and stuff. So I guess the idea is you'd use it and use it and use it, keep repairing it, and then use something like, then use the unbreaking plates as it hits a certain amount of modifiers over time. Because you get 3 to start with, you get 2 more over time just leveling it. It wouldn't be the worst thing. The gun itself would probably suck a lot, but then you could make an unbreaking version. But even then, the unbreaking version, I don't know if it's that powerful, because I think it doesn't make the RF unbreakable. I think it just makes the durability unbreakable. I think it still uses RF. So if that's the case, then is it worth it? You know what I mean? So there's some deep thought there required. But let's go to the Nether and we're gonna quickly check first about the unbreaking, and then we'll go to the Nether. So you can make one of these guys that has the beheading, which is very useful. And then there's a beheading. There is a beheading modifier somewhere around here. Where are you? Oh yeah, I gotta look for the books. The books. It's right here. And there should be a beheading modifier here. Aha. So beheading is, there you go, obsidian and ender pearl. Very simple recipe, actually. And you could probably put it on our weapon because it is considered melee to begin with, but don't know if I really want to put it on here. I wonder if I'd rather just do damage. I mean, this is only useful for one mob, basically. It would get beheading, it looks like. There you go. So 10% chance. But like I said, it would only satisfy one creature, basically, out of it all. Or do you make something that has the beheading to begin with, which is this guy right here. It has a 20% beheading just right off the bat. Which I think might be a bit more useful, only for the fact that then I can go ahead and, yeah, I think that would be the way to go. So let's see here. You got a tool rod. I need a tough tool rod. Of course, nothing's here. And what else do we need? We need a blade, a sword blade, the heavy sword blade. I'm starting to think I'm missing some casts here. No. Weird. Okay. Well, maybe we'll just have to make some new ones. There's the large stone pattern. Maybe we have some out there, but yeah, we're missing some. Tough. No, you don't need it for this one. So you need 2 heavy tool rods, a blade, and a plate. Okay, so we have a plate. Let's see if we have any of the other ones out here already sitting here. Here we go. Tough tool rod. Okay. And then the only thing we're missing is a plate, which maybe I've never made the plate. I feel like I might have made the plate, but I mean, if it's not in there, it's not in there, right? So, oh, okay. Oh, I guess I hit L. There you go. Hover mode's on. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a plate. There you go. And we'll go, oh, we need some cobblestone. Okay, so we'll put you in here. There you go. Now, to make a decent weapon, you're going to probably want something like cobalt or whatever. You could do unbreaking for this too. I mean, why not, right? But I'm going to say a but in here. You might not want to for the fact that it probably just wouldn't be worth it. Honestly, I think you're just better off just to do your osmium or whatever. But the reason I'm saying I don't think it would be worth it is for the fact that you would only probably use it for what we're using it now. And I would just rather give it, say, osmium or something. You could give it a bunch more modifiers, but it would do like no damage either. So you don't want something that, you know, can't even damage anything either, right? So we got aluminum brass. We're actually low on aluminum brass, but we have enough to do what we need here. And there you go. So we go ahead and get the osmium. And so we're going to need the osmium for this and this. This is going to not be able to fill both of these probably up properly, but we're going to do it anyways. There you go. They partially filled up. So we're going to have to wait for it to finish processing. And then, so is it daytime? Oh, it just became daytime. So to cancel the rain, it's a little too late now. Okay, so we can finish these two up. And then we just got to do this twice. Maybe it's time to grab some of these out of here, by the way. Just thought I could just put them away, clean them up a bit. Takes a bit. There you go. Oh, that's good. That didn't work. We got to do this one just one more time. There you go. Now, you're going to probably want to put looting on this as well. Keep that in mind. It seems like that would be a reasonable thing to have, looting with the thing. I don't know if looting affects the heads. I think they do a bit, but I still would recommend doing it. Okay, so put you guys in there, and then there you go. So it does okay damage, honestly, to start with. Has the beheading modifier, which is, well, exactly what we want. And then we can take obsidian and ender pearls and give it more beheading. And then, of course, oh god, not more. I'm trying to get the lapis, but this is on... there you go. Quantity search. I think we have enough there. Okay, so yeah, let's get the looting on there first. There you go. So we'll use all these, and then I'll need a wee bit more here. There you go. And then we can give it its beheading here. So basically, it goes from beheading 3, beheading 4. There you go. And you can max out beheading way down the road, but you can do it. Okay, and you can't put duplicates in, so might as well just throw this cast in there. And where did I pick up? Oh, probably from here accidentally. I was like, resin. There you go. So you can still use your gun and your beheader. It's like, woo, woo, woo. Okay, so let's, oh, you threw your potatoes away? I have to admit, that was sad and pathetic. Potatoes are my current food I've been eating for fun. There you go. Okay, let's get out of here. So we'll probably not find... Well, maybe we'll find some. I mean, they take time and whatnot. There's other ways of getting them. You can get like a spawner and stuff like that. It used to take skeleton spawners from the overworld and put them in the nether. I think that changed. I thought they have a different spawn ID now. I could be completely wrong, though, about that. So I'm just saying that right off the bat. So I might play around with it and figure out other methods. So you can see this is still working. I don't know if it's continuing. Oh, it looks like there's a line here, so it looks like it's still going. So our closest one is over here. Oh, this will be fun killing these guys now. You guys won't be so hard. Oh. Oh no. Why aren't you working? What the heck? I have no clue why that did not work in any way. Oh, it's still in smelt mode. It's good I figured that out though. Okay, so yeah, this is a nether fortress, except there's no nether fortress, oddly enough. A bit weird. Maybe I could go like this and there you go. Hello. There you go. Okay. I don't know why I would kill a pigman, but... Oh, okay. This has a right-click function that prevents you from using... that's a bit of an annoyance. That prevents you from using your gun. So keep that in mind. So you're going to have to swap around. Honestly, this seems like the worst nether fortress I've ever been in. Might be time for speed charm. Do. Oh yeah, this is not a nice nether fortress. So torches place. I'm probably just landing so the torches will place, but yeah, I'm gonna say this is a very bad nether fortress. There is an upstairs here, but it's probably gonna be eh. Oh yeah, this is the worst nether fortress I think I've ever been into. Okay, so how do I... Here's a better question. Let's get out of here, because I don't even know how to get out of there, just simply because of the crap. So here's part of the nether fortress here, but if it's all engulfed, it's just not worth it. So let's get out of here instead. Let's see if we can find a whole nether. I want to get into open nether. Ah, here we go. This is the other nether fortress I had done before, which was a little bit more useful. I hope the torches don't actually affect mob spawns. I didn't think they did, but they might. So you might want to make sure you turn it off for this kind of stuff. So you can see this kind of makes life a little more enjoyable exploring. So yeah, there's a chance that the wither skeletons will spawn. They can spawn on top. They are sometimes with inside as well. A little more rare on that though, I have to admit, but they sometimes will spawn inside. Like I said, I don't know if the torches would affect things, but honestly, it should just push their spawns onto the roof instead more than anything. So, but yeah, I'm not getting many spawns at all here, which kind of eh. It's a very lame amount right now, so it's like, eh. Yeah, I will say wither skeletons are probably still one of the worst and always been one of the worst ways, things to farm. In the end, I'll probably have to find another method, like I said, bringing a spawner here or something like that, if need be. Yeah. But yeah, the speed of a little buff that you can get with that other mod really makes this interesting. Maybe there's something even with this mod, you know, we have this crazy mod on here. Maybe it offers something interesting. I don't know, though. Here's another wither. Or whatever, fortress, another fortress. Woo. Oh, damn. With that speed thing and no jetpack, that would have sucked. Seems like this place just sucks anyways for, holy crap. Oh, here's one. There we go. We got one of their skulls, so you got even an achievement for that. So there is one of two, and you need a lot more, right? I mean, over time you're gonna want lots of them, but it's a start, anyways. And now of course, you have the thing here, so you can go like this and just throw this all here, and as long as your base is chunk loaded, we don't have to worry about it. Oops. So some of these could be like, you know, there's dudes walking around. They could be just blazes. They could be one of these skeletons. Skeletor. Oh, it's a dead end. Did he just spawn? Oh. Why is it not working? Oh, there you go. There you go. Maybe I'll just get out of here and just go like this. Whee. Well, either way, I'm happy we got one. So I guess I'll probably farm around, look for more. Ah, here we go. Over time and just kill more. There you go. So we have a higher chance, of course, with the looting and the beheading and stuff. This seems like a nicer fortress overall. Mobs tend to take certain spawn, blah, blah, blah. So killing any other mobs around might actually help you have them spawn more, but don't take my word for it. These guys will hurt a lot, by the way. We'll probably be fine, but I'm letting you know they can hurt a lot. Those guys are annoying melee distance, but now it's like, you're nothing to me. Oh, yes! What did I tell you about, you know, killing other things around might help? And then all those guys popped. There you go, another skeleton head. Awesome. Whoop. I like how I was about to hit the ground, and then I was just like, perfect, not hitting the ground. Oh, and then I just failed there, I would say. Oh, I can't see him. Yeah, when he gets in melee range, man, he's hard to track. There you go. Do they drop their own? What are their, oh, zombie meat. Okay, I was just kind of wondering what they did. Okay, so there you guys have it. So I'll just stay here farming a bit, just taking my time. And then next time, we'll see. I'll come up with a plan next time. I know this wasn't much of a planned episode, but you know what? We did well, I say. Showed you how I got my badass thing. We made ourselves a cleaver for beheading. We killed ourselves some of the skeleton, wither skeletons. So we did really good, I think, in the end. So anyways, thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we'll see you wonderful people next time. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Goodbye.